Chris, what is our first main topic today?
This first one comes from Jeff Bingham. Bullet Train from director David Leitch has been fairly anticipated amongst us fans looking for a solid action flick. Reviews have come out and are decidedly mixed. As of this writing, the rating on Rotten Tomatoes currently sits at 58% with 59 reviews, which will certainly change by the time you read this. As someone who is looking forward to this film, what are your expectations now?
All right, well, thanks a lot for writing that in, Jeff. As of this moment, it's at 60%, but that still qualifies as fairly mixed. I don't have expectations for the film anymore. I saw it. I actually went to go see the movie last night. I've been very excited for this film. They showed us the first preview for it a year and a half ago at CinemaCon. It was great. A few months ago, they showed us like the first 18 minutes. We all loved what we saw. Now, the question I had going into it was, they showed us the first 30 minutes of Lightyear. And the first 30 minutes of Lightyear is Academy Award worthy. And the second two acts did not live up to the first 30 minutes. So my question became, is this going to be one of those things where the first 18 minutes were the best 18 minutes and the rest wasn't? And my overall thoughts are this. I enjoyed it. I like this film. I call it Guy Ritchie light. Wow. Because if you're familiar with Guy Ritchie films such as Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels or Snatch, one of my top 20 all-time favorite films, by the way, the style influence here of Guy Ritchie on this film is inescapable and undeniable. Like, this is absolutely kind of influenced by and inspired by the Guy Ritchie stuff. But it's not quite as good as Guy Ritchie stuff. It's not quite as clever as those Guy Ritchie films. It's not quite as connected as those Guy Ritchie films. It's a Guy Ritchie light movie. That being said, it is quite enjoyable. Like, the motion is just frantic. It's always this constant motion. When the dialogue was going on, very much Guy Ritchie, Snatch, Lock, Stock kind of dialogue, especially with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Hill. Like, they're two characters that they refer to as the twins. They call themselves the twins. And their banter back and forth with each other is just gold. The supporting cast in it is wonderful. Tons of cameos. Like, tons of cameos. I came in the studio and said, like, everybody's in this movie. So there's a lot of cameos that are peppered throughout the film. They all connect. And then as the movie progresses, it gets a little overly ambitious that they try to work in this kind of big mythology with this character called the White Death and stuff like that. So it starts to get, I think it starts to reach a little beyond its borders a little bit. The third act does start to weigh down and it feels like it's a little bit drawn out by the time you get into the third act. That might have something to do with the same feelings I had about Elvis, because Elvis has got this frantic pacing and editing, and it's really engaging. But as the film starts to get too long, that frantic energy and whatever, it starts to become cumbersome. You know what I mean? And so there's that happens. But I got to say this too. There's something that happens in the movie where I went, well, that's awfully convenient and coincidental. That's dumb. But you got to stick around for the mid-credit scene because then the mid-credit scene happens. You're like, oh, now that makes perfect sense. So, like I said, the performances were great. Aaron Taylor, Brad Pitt is fabulous in this kind of role. He's just really, really great in this kind of role. So yeah, is it overly intelligent? No. Is it a super well laid out narrative? No. Is it as quippy and clever as like those Guy Ritchie films? No. Is this going to end up in the top 10 films of the year? No. But Ann and I, just for running out on a Tuesday night, watch a movie and having a good time, for me, I think the answer is yes. I had a decidedly good time watching this. So not going to be one of the great of the years, but not as good as I was hoping. Not as good as I was hoping, but still good. And enjoyable. So anyway, that's my take on it. Where's your guys' expectations for this right now?
I'm hyped. I'm seeing it with the writer on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I'm super, super excited about this. This was so fun at CinemaCon to see the first 15 minutes. This is my kind of movie, too. I love this kind of stuff that has that kind of Snatch vibe to it, right? I'm really, really excited. And I think everything we've seen is really fun. I love how vibrant it is. I love how wacky it is. I'm not expecting to leave this theater changed on a spiritual level. I'm expecting to see more of those awesome, awesome, gory moments we saw, death counts and things like that. I want that.
By the way, I keep talking about Tyreek Hill. So I say Brian Tyree Hill. It's Brian Tyree Henry. So forgive me, let me just correct myself on that. Actually, yesterday, I think in my Out of the Theater review, I actually said Brian Tyree Hill. I think I actually said that during my Out of the Theater review. Anyway, Rob, where's your expectation?
Well, look, not as somebody who is a great fan of B movies, action, cinema, whatever, I look at this film and I don't think that it's supposed to be a prestige movie. I don't think it's going to win Oscars. Maybe it will, but it looks to me to be exactly what it's supposed to be.
By the way, look at that image.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, this is some.
Once he shows up in the movie, business picks up.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I look at this and from what you're saying to me, it's right up my alley. So I'm definitely going to go see this. I want to see it. It looks that it's going to deliver what I've wanted from it. So now, it's funny. I was watching. No, I hope this doesn't, offend you. I did watch Jeremy John's review of this movie. Want to see what he thought. He said,
I watched Jeremy's review.
I know. I just, I didn't want to announce someone else's show. We're the John Campea Show. But what I did like is that you just said what he said, which was if they made a movie about the twins.
Oh,
would you
yeah,
go see it?
I would watch that. Yeah,
Do you think that they could? Like, could they be a shared bullet train universe where they might make a sequel?
I can't.
Oh, right.
I can't answer that.
Right. Okay.
Yes, I can't.
Maybe
I
a
can't
prequel?
answer that. I can't answer that.
Just keep
So,
asking, Rob.
I'm
Maybe
not
they'll
going
answer
to say
that.
anything about it. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Where's your expectation level been for Bullet Train? I was super hyped about it. And you know what? While it did not live up to my expectations, I still had a good time at it. And I think a lot of you guys will too. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. We want to thank the sponsor of this video, Stamps.com. Now, guys, you don't need me to tell you that running a business, no matter how big or small, is an incredible stress. It feels like you need 5 of you for all the different directions you're being pulled in. And with all that, who's got time to go to the post office? Having to drop everything that you're doing to make a run to the post office is a major pain and drain on your day, especially when you've got more important things to do like running your business. So stop mailing and shipping the hard way. Stamps.com is your 24/7 post office that you can access from everywhere. Skip the headache with Stamps.com. Stamps.com gives you access to all of the post office and UPS shipping services that you need right from your computer. And get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. Stamps.com just makes your life easier, guys. You're up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send it. So guys, don't mail and ship the hard way. Sign up with Stamps.com today. Sign up with the promo code CAMPEA for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code CAMPEA.